Jenelle Evans, well, she's going through kind of a hard time right now. It's bad. It's real bad. Whatever's going on with her, it's been going on for a very long time, and honestly, it's hard to say if it's something new or just her general shortcomings. We do know that when she gave birth to her daughter Ensley in January of 2017, the baby had marijuana in her system, meaning that Jenelle had smoked while pregnant. We also know that the drug test resulted in an investigation from Child Protective Services. They visited the Eason home multiple times, but the case was ultimately closed, reportedly because Jenelle was able to get a medical marijuana card in California. That doesn't make sense at all. She lives in North Carolina, and that state doesn't recognize medical cards, but that's apparently what happened. Either way, the case was closed, but more issues popped up with Nathan Griffith's mother, Doris, tried to get emergency custody of Kaiser. In court documents, Doris claimed that Jenelle and David were abusing and neglecting Kaiser, and that the boy had even told her that David had punched him in the head. She also said that Jenelle was fond of locking all the kids outside during the day, which isn't great in any case, but it's especially concerning since Doris then alleged that Jace had gotten lost in the woods 4 hours one day. Oh, in between those two things, Jenelle also lost her big custody case with her mother Barbara over Jace. Barb got permanent custody while Jenelle got some visitation. Throughout all that, she began feuding with her fellow Teen Mom 2 cast members, more than usual, even. Kaylin Lowry is pretty much her mortal enemy now, and so is Leah Messer. She's had issues with Chelsea Houska for a while. The only cast member she's cool with is Brianna De Jesus, probably because she's super messy, too. What else? David got fired from the show, and a lot of people think she should be fired too. That seems important. There's a whole lot going on, to say the least. And then there's the issue of that terrifying road rage incident from last week. In case you missed it, or in case you just needed to hear about how crazy the whole thing was one more time, Jenelle got so angry at another driver that she followed him back to his home and pulled a gun on him. According to her 911 call, a man cut her off and made her hit the brakes so hard that Jace, who was in the front seat, almost got whiplash. But according to the man and other witnesses, she was driving erratically, and when he passed her she flipped out and followed him back to his house to confront him. She hit some vehicles on his property as well as a few mailboxes, then threatened him with a gun, all while Jace was in the front seat. Some reports claim she had another kid in the back. So yeah, it's all terrible, right? And because of all this, a new report states that Jenelle is refusing to show up for the filming of the Teen Mom 2 reunion special, which is scheduled to film in a few weeks. An insider claims that Jenelle has been saying that she doesn't want to go to the reunion because David isn't allowed to go. Jenelle doesn't want to go anywhere without David, and MTV isn't paying for him to come to the reunion. That makes sense. If they fired him, why would they pay for a plane ticket, a hotel, and whatever else MTV provides for the cast during filming? The source adds that David is trying to talk her out of going too, manipulating her and telling her that she should just skip it. Another good reason she sees to skip it is because Jenelle hates the other girls, except Brianna, and she knows they're all just going to be shish TTY to her. Maybe because she was shish TTY to them first? As for MTV's point of view, the source says that Jenelle isn't getting any more special treatment. Her MTV contract says she needs to go to the reunion. Jenelle's outrageous demands all season have been ignored by MTV and they're expecting her to show up for the reunion. The report points out that she's been on the verge of getting fired lately, what with the crazy gun incidents, so breaking her contract wouldn't be the smartest move right now. So if she does refuse to go, could this finally be the end of her time on Teen Mom 2? Jenelle Evans gun incident, Teen Mom 2 co-stars